Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back to the Imperfection is Beauty podcast. I'm super excited. I have Jennifer from Detroit Lashes today, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer from Detroit Lashes. I've been a licensed lash artist for a few years now. I've been doing lashes. I specialize in easy fan lashes. And yeah, I'm super excited to be a part of Michelle's podcast today.
Did you guys hear what she just said? Let's go back, okay? So she specializes in easy fan lashes. When I met Jennifer at the Michigan Sip and Shop, I was like looking at her little brand because we're right next to each other, and I was like, wait, these are easy fans. And she's like,
Mhm.
yeah. And I was like, these are like freaking good, dude, because I used easy fans back in the day. And I basically taught myself how to pinch because whenever I would pick up, it would still be super boxy. With
Yeah.
Jennifer's, they are not like that, you guys. Like, they are like perfect little slim, like easy dip place. Ugh, I love them. So tell me a little bit about your story and your journey about like your easy fan adventure.
Thank you. Yeah. So the only reason I ever stuck with easy fans is because that's what I was taught in my lash course. So I literally knew nothing about the lash industry when I started. I knew of my teacher and her brand, and she used easy fans, and that's it. But she did tell me, she's like, there's also traditional volumes, and in our class, she was like, I can show you, but they're harder. And when you're starting off, it's like lashing is already hard enough. Like I'm trying to be good, and easy fans was
Exactly.
supposed to be easy at that time, but I felt like as my skill grew, easy fans were becoming difficult. They weren't easy. Like you said, they were boxy. They wouldn't stay fan. They would close up. And I was just like getting frustrated because I never learned traditional volumes. And at the time when I learned lashes, I was a broke college student. So I also didn't have the funds to like go and take another class, right? And I just didn't have many knowledge when I started in the industry. So I tried a bunch of brands that had easy fans, but not many brands do offer easy fans. So that was what I kept running into. Like, not a lot of companies offered it. As I grew my skill, it was getting harder to use it or didn't give me the outcome I wanted because the quality of the products just, there was too much
Hmm.
space. It wasn't fanning. It was just boxy. I couldn't really maneuver it. So that's when I was like, you know what? Like, I want to come out with a lash line for me. Like a lot of people come out with products, I feel, to better industry. This was too, but mainly I was like, when I started my lash line, I was like, if no one likes it, that's okay because I like it and I'll use it.
Yeah.
And what I like about my easy fans is even my girls who do lashes that never used them, she's like, these are really easy. Like they're truly easy and they're very um, workable because there's minimal glue on the base, so you can still go in and pinch it. You can still go in and like, I don't know, it's just get in between of like a little bit of a boost from a regular volume tray, but not so much as the traditional easy fans on the market because there's a little less glue, making it like easy, like maybe a truer easy fan if that makes sense. But yeah, that's why I came out with it because I didn't know how to do volumes. I tried learning, but it just slowed my time down more. And then that was like a struggle too because I was like, okay, I'm advancing, but I'm also taking a step back if I do traditional volumes. And
Hmm.
also, using easy fans, no one knew. No one knew as a client, they don't know the difference. Like, they just know it's a
I
fan.
know.
People,
Exactly.
that's it. So, and even my fellow friends that I became friends with lash artists in the industry, they never knew I used easy fans until it came to a time when we just talked about products we used. Um, and they were just shocked because they're like, oh, it doesn't look like easy fans. But I'm like, it doesn't have to look like it. It's just their lashes. You know what I mean? It's just a different
Exactly.
lashing. It's just different method of
Exactly.
yeah, technique.
Hmm. And I love the way that you described them because when I was messing around with them, I was like, are these easy fans? Are they not easy fans? Like, I had to ask you
Yeah,
because normally I can tell like right away, but I was like, these, I don't know. They were, like you said, they're like perfect. They're not a traditional like volume fan, but they just makes it so much easier for the lash artist if they are having issues like grabbing and pinching or
yeah,
maybe doing something on the strip versus those loose fibers, like not everybody's hands work the way my hands work or how the way your hands work.
right,
So being able to find like a line like yours or like a pre-made like mine, it's nice because it caters to the people that they're like, I don't want to do traditional volume. Like it's too hard.
right,
Or, maybe something else. Like I just love it because it is so different. And that's why I was like, I've tried a lot of different brands of Easy Fans because, like, I did the traditional volume and I was like, ugh, this shit sucks. Like, this is too hard. Let me try something else. So I
right.
saw these Easy Fans, and I think that's when they first came out on the market. And I was like, I'm basically teaching myself how to pinch. So let me, and I dove like head deep into the lash industry. So I was like, I have to take like the best course. So I ended up taking a course in Portland and I was like, okay, pinching game changer for me. It just like clicked for me. But if somebody, like I was just saying, if they can't get that pinching or if they just need something a little more to assist them until they want to practice a traditional volume, this is going to be a perfect, easy way for them to do it.
Yeah, yeah. And I wish I did more research when I started, but I literally, I just really did it as a side hustle. So I didn't do as much research as I should have. Looking back, like I should have taken any other course, but of course it's like when you learn, you just get stuck on it. And like I learned with Easy Fan, I was stuck on it. So for me to go from easy to traditional volumes, I was struggling. And then I was like, it's not that Easy Fans are, a bad product. It's just there's not one where you can grow into it. You know what I mean? So that's why I came out with it because I was like, it's just it needs less glue on the base. That's it. Like we just gotta do some slight adjustments and the product will be good. Um, but yeah, that's the problem I ran into when ordering products with Easy Fans. It's like they weren't consistent. Like sometimes it'd be fine, but not like the best, and you just kind of work with it. Um, and so yeah, I was like, I might as well just try my own brand because there's just not there's so many lash companies, yes, but there's not every lash company offers easy fans. So that's what I was struggling with. When people are like, oh, like even with volumes, when people are like, I don't like this company's volume, but I have this other company is good. It's like, yeah, but every lash company offers volume and classics. Not every company offers, easy fans, pre-made, pro-mades. And, I think there's a negative connotation with easy fans with them being like less quality product or they don't work or retention issues. And honestly, that's just not, it's still lashes at the end of the day. It's still lash extensions. It's just a different technique. It's the techniques that's different on applying and creating. That's it. But the hairs are the same. So if anything, if I feel people are having like retention issues or anything, that's like with application, or how to actually use the product. Because some products you just use a little differently, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah,
And that's the same way that I feel about with pre-mades. It's like if people don't know, then they automatically think that it's crap, it's shit, it's bad, don't do it. Like all the other lash artists say that it's bad, so don't do it, don't touch them, because that's how it was with pre-mades with me. Like when like I said in the beginning, like I dove 1,000% into lashing, like, and into the industry, and just so I was like wanting to know who the best brands were and everything like that. So I tried a lot of different brands, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I really like this or not. And I ended up trying pre-mades, and I was like, okay, well, I do like pre-mades, but I also like making my own fans. But then I don't really care for easy fans because they just weren't for what I was looking for, especially with the boxier base. Because when you would
Yeah,
pick up, like you said, like you worked with your manufacturer probably to make less glue, and whoever I bought from, they did not. Because I mean, I'm talking chunks. And I was like teaching myself to pinch, and I was like, well, I can do, take a different class and do this because it just worked faster for me. But it's all about us, me and you, and stepping out of the norm and actually just educating people on it and creating a brand around it, because we're different than everyone else. They can, I mean, everybody can create a brand and do the traditional or whatever, but like try something different. It's okay. Don't listen to what everyone says in the freaking industry about something. Pre-mates have a huge bad stigma. Same thing with easy fans. Same thing with the UV system. What else? Like, everybody's going to have their own opinion. You guys need to actually try the stuff yourself and form your own opinion.
right. And it's funny that you bring up the UV, but I think something I want to say before we talk about a little bit about UV is I think the reason a lot of like products in that we use, like me and you, that are like maybe have a negative stigma, is because the big companies, they offer it, but they don't spend time perfecting it, right? Because
Exactly.
since I eyes and easy fans, like I use it every single day. I don't use volume lashes. So it's like since I use it every day, I will perfect it to what I think is like, okay, this is a great product. But since like maybe because the products we use in the industry have that negative stigma, not a lot of people are, it's not huge sales in that area. So then companies may
Hmm.
not care affect it that much, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, just, people just need to try new things and be innovative and just be open minded, you know what I mean? Because you never know. It could totally change your lashing game. Like, I'll say, like, an apprentice right now, and she's so intrigued with me because my timing is fast. And I was like, I'm fast because of the technique I do with lashing. And I tell her, I was like, we will, like, I'll tell her, like, you make fans the way you make them, the traditional volume way. Here do easies, and I guarantee you I'll make 5 times the amount in the time you do it because I don't spend time really pinching like I can, but it's faster, or
Hmm.
like I'm just not messing with the fan that much. And that's what makes my turnaround time a lot faster. So I was like, I always tell people, I'm like, if you're open to trying new things, you just never know. And that goes into how you said UV, the negative stigma. I just got it and for Christmas. I
Did
asked
you?
for it. I did.
Ooh, good job.
So excited because I think like, you gotta be able to try new things. Like lashes are gonna, and I mean, in the industry, things are gonna change. Newer, better things are gonna come out. Different methods, and I think you should at least try it before you like fall into like the rumors or what people believe. But it's like if you never tried it, like I'll say I'll never knock because if I haven't tried it yet, or if I've tried, I'll be
Mhm.
like, maybe that's not for me, right? Because maybe I have a negative stigma between traditional volume lashes, but that's just because I literally am not knowledgeable in that, and I didn't learn with it. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean it's a bad way of doing it at all.
No, at all. And that's the one thing that the industry has got to get better at is stop talking shit about something that you don't agree with. Like, there's so many different ways of doing lashes and being able to have a business and being able to provide services to clients. Just because I make handmade volume fans and you make or you use easy fans doesn't make you a worse lash artist than I am. You know what I mean? It actually comes down to the lash artist as a person that applies the product. Like, you can't hate on the product. It's the actual lash artist actually applying it. So it's like the lash artist needs to do their research, they need to do their diligence, and as well as the client, they need to do their research on the lash artist that they're going to. Sometimes they don't care, but most of the time they do. I'm like, these are your freaking eyeballs we are talking about. Like, we only
Right.
have one set. Like, come on. We're playing with like some pretty damn, pretty strong adhesive when it comes to our eyes. And that's why I ended up switching to UV. First of all, just pre-mades and UV just like go hand in hand because I need that extra second to like place them and able to cure when I want to. Game changer. Because I'm a slower lash artist and I want to make sure that like I have that technique down. Everything's flush, everything's good versus having to like rush and get it on there before it cures.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, total game changer. I'm so excited that you got it.
Oh my God. I asked for Christmas after the sip and shop because I saw, Heidi and I believe it's Crystal from
Yeah.
Artistry.
Mhm.
And, she has her own UV system. And I was like, I did a lot of research prior on it. And then I was like, I need like real testimonials from people I know as an artist. And I just can't take just only testimonials online, like I need to know someone is like, let me pick your brain a little bit,
Mhm.
and loved it. I know Jewel Artistry, she sells her own, so that's amazing. So I know she loves it, but I was like scared it was too good to be true. But I honestly love it. And I think it's great that goes hand in hand with easy fans too. Because the problem with
Mhm.
easy fans, sometimes they start to close up before you attach it. Well, with the UV, when you cure it, it's there. It's done. It's not gonna
Instant.
close. It's instant, and I've like been loving it. My clients have been loving it. I love like how there's like less harsher ingredients because there's only um a quarter of the traditional lash glue ingredients in the UV, which I love. And yeah, everything all around, I just think it's really fun to use. And I hope more lash artists like get into it and not like steer away from it because it's non-traditional. I feel like I like to lean towards things that are not traditional because I feel like those are the things that are innovative and that can make you stand out as a lash artist in your business.
It's so true. It is 1,000% true. It's like if you want to create something different, or if you do a different technique, or you just do something different, why not share it? Like
Right.
maybe you could, create a brand or create a class or a technique or something around whatever you're doing. And I'm a big advocate of like, there is no lash police besides like really obviously state board, but like there's nobody that's gonna come in and be like, Jennifer, you're doing a bad job at your lashes. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, what are you doing besides
Right.
like maybe your friends or something? But like
Right.
there's nobody that's gonna come in and like come and hone in on us, so we have to like take that own responsibility. So that's what it's like, do your due diligence, do your research, try different things, and don't just listen to what everybody says in the industry.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest one. I think as a community we can do better in like being more accepting of, you know, everything in it's in the industry for a reason. I mean, like it's not there for a reason. It's been created, and it's because there's artists like us that like it and it works for us. It may not work for everybody, but I think if everybody was willing to give it a try, I mean, they might not know. They might find out something, a new skill set, a new technique, and whatever it may be that could really elevate their business. It's just keeping that open mind and just be willing to try and like even just learn about it, like I'm always willing to learn, and I'm always very curious of like what's new, like, oh, like what's that, like how I said, like let me pick your brain about something if I don't know about it, because I just
Mhm.
genuinely know and I want to learn more. Because I don't think, I mean, you're only hurting yourself if you're restricting yourself from learning about new things in the industry, honestly, because you
It's
got to be
a
creative.
thousand percent true. Hmm.
Yeah, so
It's so, so true. So I did want to ask, when you were creating your brands and the Easy Fans, how many manufacturers did you have to try before you found like the perfect ones?
oh man, it was a lot. I will say it was a lot because I would try the manufacturer. I'd give them a try for a few months. So I would say like I started trying like creating my brand like a year and a half before it launched because that sample period and trying it was a long time. I had to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. And then there was my first manufacturer. I was like, oh my God, I love the hairs. Like they're so soft and they're perfect. But they couldn't get the base curls right, or it just wasn't consistent in the order. So that's a big thing I feel like with Easy Fans is like you got to make sure your manufacturer is consistent because if they're not consistent,
Yes.
product is not good. You're just like any other Easy Fan on the market that's like not the best, right? So once I finally found my manufacturer, I liked everything about it, but then I was like, I need to order from you a few more times. I need to make sure small or large, right? Like if you make smaller quantities, you're not just giving your like your ultimate best. And if I make buying mass quantities, that it's still consistent. So I think that's the hardest thing is just like finding that they're consistent because with easy fans they have to be for it to work or else it's just a little bit too much glue just ruins the whole tray, and then if it ruins one tray it could ruin your whole like order, right? And they're in mass
Hmm.
quantity so it's like you could ruin like 200,000 whatever count you have of trays, and that's like
Oof.
my door. It's like
Oof.
they're like
Yeah.
want to sell it, right? So it's a little bit, I feel it's a little bit more stressful than traditional volumes because the quality control is, it's a lot more you have to really check, you know? So it took me a long time because I had to make sure that quality was there and consistent. I think that's the hardest part is when they're consistent. And since I'm a small business, right, I'm not like a ton at a time, especially when I'm sampling it. I'm ordering just like a few trays here and there. And so I was like increasing my orders because I started to like it. I was getting more
Yeah.
nervous. I was like, I need to make sure that everything is still the way it was when I ordered two trays 8 months ago. I need to make sure it's still
Yeah.
consistent. That's hard, is the quality control. Even I love my manufacturer now, I still think it's a fear of mine because it makes or break it. And that's just the truth.
Hmm.
With easy makes or break it. And so that's what's hard. But
Do
yeah,
you
it was
have one manufacturer?
I have one manufacturer for easy fans, for my lashes, and I have different manufacturers for my tweezers. I have different I would say I have different manufacturers for different categories, but for all
Hmm.
lashes it's one manufacturer. Because I'll say I liked them for one thing, I didn't like them for others, and that's okay. Um,
Yeah.
as long as I'm consistent in those areas, that's what mattered to me.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
but
Because
it's
some people, yeah, some people have multiple manufacturers. So same thing
yeah,
with me. I have them in because you have to, what about if something happens? So,
yeah, and I like I said, like one manufacturer I've always wanted, I think in everybody's dream who's a business owner and has product, one manufacturer would just make your life so much easier. But that's in a
right?
perfect, right? And it's not a perfect world. And unfortunately, I just didn't like their tweezers from my lash manufacturer, but that's okay because I like their lashes. And that is the
Hmm.
hardest one I had to get down, was the lashes. Like I don't sell my own glue because I feel like that is just another whole and category to dive into, and that is
Yeah.
also a lot of thing. um and just also the time that you have to sell the glue and the shelf life just stressed me out too much.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not even messing around with the glue at all. I'd rather just sell other people's like brands of glue. I'm not doing that. It's just too much for me. I'm like, no, thank you. Did you create a course around Easy Fans?
So I think I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I don't know if my phone is going
Okay.
on. I've been working on a lash course. It's practically done. I haven't released it. I've been wanting to teach for probably a year now. And I think something I'm scared about is because I do specialize in easy fans, and still a lot of people don't know about it. And that's okay. Like, I'm not ashamed of doing easy fans, but I think I'm just like scared because if someone like a student came to me and I taught them easy and they didn't want to learn easy, I wouldn't know how to pivot, because I don't specialize in regular volume and I wouldn't be their teacher for that. So I'm just scared to teach, but I do want to teach. And if I do
Don't be
teach, it would
scared.
definitely be hands.
Don't be scared. You just have to set yourself in like the position as the authority around easy fans. So you
Yeah,
just need to just like, I mean, I already know that's what you specialize in. So
yeah,
the more that you talk about it and just ask people, really, that's what I did on my Instagram. Like when I created the course around premates, is because that I know of there's no other course. Um, I I got better retention with premates than I did handmaids. So that's why I created a course around premates, but I didn't know where to even start. So I just had to like create my own and teach my own
yeah,
technique. But Instagram, like your audience will really help you kind of be like, do you want a course around easy fans? Like, do you think it would help you? I mean, people are obviously purchasing from you. So
yeah,
I think that they probably would want one. So,
yeah. And I think I'm also scared because I'm still changing how I lash, like how I just got the UV system in. And so I feel like, as I'm changing, I'd want to teach what I'm currently doing as an artist.
mhm,
So I think I always just like go in a battle with myself because like whoever I teach in the future, I want to give them everything that I know because I feel like when I started, I was at a disadvantage. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about like temperature control, humidity, like just crazy things. I didn't know a lot about, I didn't know mapping, and so I feel like maybe it's like PTSD from my course, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to teach, but when I know everything, but I feel like that'll never be like I'm always going to keep learning, you know what I mean? But if I teach, I want to give them everything that I can to make them successful. Um so even now with the UV system, I'm thinking about my course. I'm like, should I like pivot because easy fans and UV just go so well together. You know what I mean? They just go
mhm.
so well together. So it's coming. I just need to get over my own self doubt and my own self fear of education because I know I
Yeah.
can.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean, and don't force yourself, do it when it's time. But yeah, especially with like me using the UV now, like I'm definitely going to be teaching both if they want to learn both. I think that they
Okay,
should learn both because I feel like traditional adhesive is always going to be there.
right.
But what about if your light goes out? Or what about if your foot pedal goes out or just something and you're not able to use the UV light? You need to know how to use traditional adhesive
Yeah,
because
100%
that
right.
could be bad. Or you're going to be
Yeah,
rescheduling people.
I know. And so I feel like since I just added UV or started using it, I'm still going back and forth with myself and like being like, I love UV and I'd love to strictly almost transfer to only UV, but at the same time, like how you said, in the case of an incident where I need to go back to traditional, like, I should have it on backstock or whatever, may occur. My lamp might go out, like you said. But it's also hard because once that battle's open and like it's like I gotta use it. I
I
gotta
know,
use
right? I know.
it.
It sucks once you open them. They definitely have to be used.
Yes, yes, and that's why I want
And
to stick to UV because the the shelf life is so much longer.
it is so much longer. Do you have a salon that you have girls at?
Yeah, so I'm a brow artist under me, and then I have an apprentice, JD. So she specializes in lash extensions with me, but she does everything here, which is amazing. And I'm the only one that does UV right now. But once I kind of get a better idea how I like it, how like currently my clients are just now coming back from their 2 weeks of using because like I said, I just got it for Christmas. So once I got it
Mhm.
for Christmas, I'm like, okay, everybody's going to use this. And now I'm waiting on clients coming back and seeing how their retention is, to see how we like it. And then yeah, I'm gonna teach her how to use it and yeah, add a new technique of lashes onto my service list.
That's exciting. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to come out with your Easy Fan course.
Thank you. I mean, you'll definitely see it once it comes out. Like I said, I just need to get out of my own head.
Yeah, well, like I said, don't rush it. I mean, you definitely want to have like everything how you want it and everything like that. But I'm excited because it's not traditional volume's hard. Like it is hard. And if you want to do easy fans, like why not? There's no reason why you can't. I feel like there's not as much a stigma around it as around pre-mates. But I'm excited because your easy fans are freaking fire. Like
Oh,
they are good.
good. Thanks, girl.
Yes.
I honestly feel like learning. I honestly don't know one person that uses Easy Fans. So, and I know a lot of people that use traditional volume, pre-mades, pro-mades, um, but not one person have I came across use Easy Fans except my educator and except one other student of hers. I have never met someone in this industry so far that's used it. So yeah, I'm actually excited to hopefully meet people, Easy Fans, and get their feedback and how to try my brand.
Yes.
It's something I made for myself, but honestly, whoever uses Easy Fans, I feel like they'd get it. They get it
Yes,
once they try.
exactly. Exactly. Like I said, if you guys are having like a little issues with traditional volume, like easy fans are an easy way to help you, but you're still doing quote unquote traditional volume. So
Right.
it's
A
still,
boost,
regardless,
but
you're still lashing.
a little boost. You just get a little
Yeah.
boost, and that's not bad. I could use all the help I could get, honestly.
Ain't that the truth? Especially when we're lashing, we need as many like little tips and tricks and tools that we can, as much as we possibly can use, because lashing is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart, and it is not easy.
It is not. It's not for the weak. So that's why I think I'm
Right.
so interested in like learning about anything new on the market or what people like using or what makes them faster or like improve them as an artist in general. And yeah, so
Yeah,
and I'm
I'm excited for you.
so made or pre-made, like I still want to try to use them. I just feel like I'm gonna go through it so fast for how many fans
Yeah.
people need. But I've seen
Yeah.
that and um with just like them pre-made and they're beautiful. They're beautiful because I feel like my lashes look literally perfect because each
Hmm.
fan is like identical. So
That's what I
honestly,
love about them.
yeah. Do you do your own lashes or do you have someone else do
Oh no, I have somebody else do them. There was no way in hell I could do my own. Mm-mm.
I know some girls
No,
that do. You have a superpower. I don't.
no, there's no, no way that I could do my own. My eyes get burned too. No, and fumey. I don't know how. Yeah, and I couldn't do it with the UV light because my eye would have to be open.
Oh yeah,
Dude, that
yeah,
would
no,
be bad.
yeah. It
That
would
would be
be.
so bad. Please, nobody do your lashes by yourself. Please get a
Yeah,
professional to do it. We need to put like a disclaimer on here, like, do not do
no,
your own lashes.
don't try it. It's
Please do not try it at home.
I tried it once because I saw some girls do it with traditional lash glue. Um, Never again. Never again would I ever do it. I did it one time to try it because I saw some people do it. This is a perfect example of don't follow what people do on the internet because that's what I did. And girl, I was in pain. I got maybe 5 eyelashes on my eye. It was an hour, and I was like, "This is horrible." And I had, yeah, never again. Never again.
Nope. 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 Mm-mm. No way. So yeah, nobody do your lashes. Go to a licensed professional or somebody that can do it for you, because that's some scary stuff. Like, I don't think people understand how like strong that adhesive is around our eyes, and
Yeah, be
it's
very
pretty strong.
dangerous too. So just don't do it. Got to know.
Don't do it. Exactly. Let the listeners know where they can find you on social.
Oh yes. So I'm mainly on Instagram. I will say I'm more um, active on my Detroit Lashes page, but I do have a separate page for my Easy Fans, which is Lash Society USA. You can also look up our products at www.lashsiteusa.com. And yeah, I'll give you guys a promo code for if you've seen our podcast through Michelle,
Yes.
I'll just have the code be Imperfection Beauty. And yeah, I hope you try our products. We specialize in easy fans. We have limited volume, and then we also have classics, and then we have tweezers and some other lash accessories. But yeah, I would love to, talk and meet with anybody that specializes in easy fans, anyone that has questions about easy fans, or even wants to try and kind of learn it, just message me and like maybe we could just do like a little FaceTime. I can show you how I do them. But yeah, I'd love for anyone who tries my products to also just talk to me. I'd love to meet you.
Yes, that's exciting. Okay, so I'll also put it in the notes to the show notes. So it's imperfection is going to be the promo code. And if you guys have never used Easy Fans before and you struggle making your own handmade fans, go try Detroit's lashes. Like, go try them now. And plus, she's giving you a discount code, so that's even
Yeah,
better. And then she's got other stuff too on there. But they and they're dark. They are dark. They're like black, which I feel like the other Easy fans were not as dark. And I like a dark black lash line. So
yeah.
definitely go check them out. And yay, thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming on the podcast today. And I'm just excited because you're doing something different in the industry. And I know that you're going to do an amazing course when it's ready. And yeah, we're just going to like totally smash the stigmas about easy fans and pre-mades, because there's like a spot for all of us in this industry.
100%. 100%.
Yay.
There's spot for all of us, all techniques, all methods. Don't knock it till you try it, ladies. But yeah, thank you for having me on here. I was
Thank
so
you.
podcast today.
Thank you. All right, guys. I will see you next time.